Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Here we go. Things are getting exciting for the almost all creatures Druid deck. A little card I have decent card drawing for late game. I have a little bit of acceleration, a little bit of removal, but nowhere near enough. I mostly just have a whole lot of creatures. I'm up 7 wins, no strikes yet. I'm within striking distance of the 9-win beta arena maximum, but it's going to be tight, because I guarantee the opponents I get are going to have really good records from here on. I'm going to save the Savage Roar for later and hope I can draw something else playable, but with only the 3 cards, I was hesitant to get rid of a 4-cost guy. Oh, now I'm piling up on the way too expensive Creefolk for an excellent slow as hell start. Like, maximum slow. Oh, and my opponent has a strong first turn play, followed up by what? Coin Mirror Image. So a 3/3 and 2 taunt creatures. That's her open, and my open is basically nothing. Awesome.
For the wilds.
So, 7 wins, 1 loss. Still have a couple of chances left to, yeah, it's pretty sick. Oh, she's confident. She's just gonna burn me down, because she's in a good position to do so. Look at all that early game damage. So I could play the Wolf Rider and kill one thing, and then what? On the other hand, since I have to attack the taunt creatures anyway, she wouldn't do much better. I mean, the mage would just ping off her bubble and then kill her with this guy. So I guess I might as well Wolf Rider my way to... I want to say to my way to victory, but it obviously isn't. Yeah, I would have needed an above-average fast start for this deck, which I certainly didn't get, and my opponent has an incredibly fast start. I wonder if she tried to pick her deck to just do that, or if it's just luck of the draw. She's definitely just going to try and burn me down, though, and it's working really well. That's insane. There's nothing I can do here. I don't even have the mana to take that out with Kung Fu. Just ping, blow up the gnome, or maybe just ignore it and burn me down. Fireball would be 6, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, she can afford to waste a polymorph because it does increase her damage. I have no mass removal, remember. So I am so dead at this point. I have to kill this. I don't have a choice. I can't even nourish for the mana and still play this, unfortunately. And I kind of need this in order for the sheep to be big enough to kill that. Plus, I need either the Savage Roar or my Kung Fu ability in order for me to kill her so that my sheep can kill that. And my sheep can only kill that if I do this, and I can't do that if I do that. I can't do anything else. Like, it's just sick. So, yeah. It's very game over, but I'm pretending to fight it out to the end, because I always do, frankly. I don't like just giving up. But really is 1, 2, 3... Just needs 4 damage from anywhere. It doesn't have to be this turn. Like, she can just do a little damage to me this turn and kill me next turn. Because what am I going to do to stop her? Yep. So that I could have cast with the Nourish. Why couldn't I have had that before? I'm sure there are lots of points earlier in the game when that would have been useful. So if I nourish, then I have 3 mana left. I get it's like just opposite land. If I had this last turn and then the roar this turn, I'd be in better shape. Without that 6 mana, like I can cast the Bluegill and the Defender of Argus, which seems cool, except that the Bluegill is going to die whatever I trade it for, and I do have to trade it. I don't have a whole lot of choice, though, because I have to kill that, and the Bluegill is not big enough for it alone. So, this is just so... I'm going to die just from Fire Blast and the Gnome, let alone anything else. Like, she's not going to need anything else to kill me. Gnome, Fire Blast me, and then when the Gnome dies, I will die, unless I can silence it. That was a 6 start, and again, she had to get her like fast start when I also had a slow start. Now, I can only complain so much about that because this deck tends to have slow starts, but it's still pretty obnoxious. Now, here's an odd situation. Seems to only happen against mages. I'm going to be casting Ancient of Lore for the life. I don't see anything else that comes even close to helping me as much as that. Although he's going to hit me for 5. Like, ping, 5. This is going to hit me for 2. That's 7 damage right there. I don't have any way to get taunt this turn now. The Nourish play doesn't give me enough mana to do this. Okay, you are a moron. And... Store 5 health. Do me, obviously. If she has any cards in her hand that do damage, then I'm dead. If not, then the best she can do is 1 damage to him and hit me for 5. Okay, I'm dead. What? You did it wrong. You were taunting me before, but instead of pinging me, she should have pinged that before she attacked. She would have killed me.
A natural mistake.
So, it doesn't mean I'm going to have a chance here. Not in the least. But I can cast an Ironbark Protector. So that's what I'm going to do. That's about all I can do that's useful. Eat that. Go on offense, because hitting this just makes the situation worse, mostly. It doesn't matter, because I just get fire blasted, but she should have killed me last turn. So that was a few minutes of wasted time when we could kind of see that I had lost after her first turn. Like I said, 7 wins, 1 loss now. I have 2 more chances to lose, but I do have to win 2 more games. So I still need to win like half of the next 4 games. Actually, I need to win 2 of the next 3 games, don't I? Yeah. It was half before.
I must protect the wild.
Okay. You're expensive. The rest of you are fine, honestly. I mean, this deck's kind of slow. I'm not going to pitch a 4-cost creature hoping for something cheaper. And going second, friggin' thank you. Going first against that mage was horrible. Like, that made her play so much more effective, having the coin and everything. Okay, I can't coin out anything good. Since I'm up against a paladin, I'm not too worried about his ability won't directly kill it, so I'm just going to go for having a 2-1 out, even though it isn't as cool as playing the Abusive Sergeant later. Part of the reason he's good is because you don't have to have another creature. He can just be a 2-1 for 1, which is okay, given that he has another way to be useful later on. Now, against her, he doesn't have a weapon, or he didn't have a weapon at the right time to buff her. So I should be able to coin out the Grizzly and actually do okay here. Probably be nicer to do that for later, but right now that's giving me better board position. He has to do something about the bear or buff the Bloodsail Raider. That would do it. Now he can trade. And even then it's just a trade, so it's not like the worst. That's interesting. I'm liking the look of that. I mean, I could play a garbagey creature in Kung Fu, but I'm much better off, I think, giving my guy +4 health and taunt, which means he can kill that. Yay! Just keeping the board clear, like a delaying action, is beneficial for this deck, I think. That's not beneficial. He could draw a lot of cards from that. And he has a secret. Awesome. It's going to be difficult getting together enough damage to kill that guy in one shot. Like, I'm basically not going to be able to. Which is pretty annoying. I'm going to attack him directly and see what happens. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to have happen. I just wanted to make sure I found out what it was. If he had the stupid eye for an eye one, then I would have at least found that out by attacking him directly, whereas it wouldn't trigger on a minion, and I'd still be wondering what he had. So after that, most efficient 4-cost play I have is this, since I, again, can't kill the Acolyte of Pain directly. Hopefully he doesn't have a Blessing of Kings, because that would be sick. Okay, well, he went for it's random how much damage that thing does, because it deals damage equal to the casting cost of the card he draws. He went for the guaranteed kill with it, which is probably reasonable. I tend to aim a little higher, because I don't play with a lot of 1-cost stuff in my deck, but... Alright, well, this guy has to die. Now, what's the best way to go about it? This would be a really good turn to Nourish for 2 mana, which lets me play this, and I'll just squash this guy with my 2/4. And then I'll be ahead in the mana. I could also just Kung Fu that guy, but I'd rather have a thing in play and take 1 damage on my creature. He did get to draw 2 cards for his Acolyte of Pain, though, so he's doing fine out of that deal. I'm just glad he didn't have a way to make it worse. If he had put a Blessing of Kings on it and then attacked last turn, it would have been horrible.
Blood and plunder.
Sort of like that. I like to do that in my constructed deck. Oh, he's playing with the Mana Wraith. Interesting. Now, I'm pretty sure the Mana Wraith does not make his token summoning ability more expensive, so it does sort of give him an advantage there, Paladin-wise. Interesting. That's actually pretty annoying, because I would be able to play the Ironbark Protector this turn if he hadn't done that. And, of course, I can't even kill it directly with thing. Do I play this and draw 2 cards? Or do I Starfire this guy, which seems kind of excessive? Then I'd be, like, trading with that and just kind of, like, wiping the board clean. If I just play him, I'm not attacking this turn, but I am drawing 2 cards, and right now I feel like I kind of need the cards. So I'm going to do that. I'm not in like a dangerous position right now particularly. I hate that he has guys in play to buff, but I've already given him a chance, so unless he drew a buff in the last 2 turns, it's not the end of the world. He can use his sword to clear out this guy, but at least he does some damage then. Or he could kill it with this, which would survive, but then he'd have a very weak taunt creature. People don't tend to like to do. Ow. That's pretty annoying. Consecrates, does damage to me and everything. There's a secret, he can trade. He's thinking about a lot of moves. I don't know what he's actually doing. Oh, he's just going to take the damage to kill it that way. Okay. I wonder what that secret is. There's one that reduces the health of a creature played to 1. I would be worried about that. So I'm not going to be playing the Ironbark Protector this turn. That Wraith is kind of annoying me, I will admit.
What to do?
I'm thinking I'm going to play the Wolf Rider, because he can kill the taunt guy, and I'll find out if he has the reduce health to 1 secret, this would trigger it and waste it. Okay.
Face my steel.
Do I want to attack? This guy will die to the Noble Sacrifice. I've got to get rid of it anyway. Doesn't matter.
Get down!
So I could play a Dark Iron with nothing to buff. I think I'm best off just playing the Scarlet Crusader for now. It's possible that I should have just Starfired the Corsair, which I was thinking of. But then I wouldn't have been able to cast anything worthwhile. I would have been dropping like a 1-2 creature. Oh, this works when enemy secrets are played. Oh, I could have played her early on. She would have actually been useful. I still don't think she's good. Another True Silver Champion. That's pretty annoying. I'm going to take some beatings here. Remember, I don't have any AoE particularly. Actually. I need some of his stuff to die. This is getting kind of frustrating, actually. I'm going to spend my whole turn casting this guy and giving him +2 with the Dark Iron Dwarf, but it will get rid of that and leave me with okay stuff in play. Again, I could just play the Ironbark Protector, but look, it says 8 toughness. He can easily kill that with the stuff he has in play. And I'm sure he's got other stuff coming in his hand, although his hand is running low, fortunately. Is he just going to kill me next turn? I am removing this, but he's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, it's going to be rough. I gotta take a chance, though. I gotta try and do this in a way that gives me a chance to regain board control. That Mana Wraith has really been screwing me. It does affect his stuff, too, but I feel like it's been hurting me more than him. I'm sure he planned it that way. I have a suspicion that he has a lot more cheap stuff in his deck than I do. He's not trying to kill me instantly. That's a good sign. He's not just burning me down. You take a tiny amount of damage for killing the Dark Iron Dwarf. At least that used up his sword. He can hit me for 2 still. He's got another army again.
Shields up.
That is quite an army. So I play the Ironbark Protector. He can still kill that with relatively little effort. Now, if I Starfire and blow up the Yeti, that's nice and all. But how much more will I be able to do? I can play this and Kung Fu this guy. Which is, again, not fabulous, but it would be something. Or I might draw something else. I don't know what, though. I think I'm going to do that. I still want to play the Ironbark Protector when he has less ability to kill it. And you notice he has far fewer cards in his hand now. That's interesting. I won't be able to draw a card if I do it this way, but if I Wrath her and for 3 and Shapeshift and kill that, he won't have much army anymore. Getting rid of his army is what I wanted to do. It'd be nice to kill him first and then take less damage from Kung Fuing, but...
Well met.
Actually, you know what? What am I thinking? He's the source of all this damage, not her. She's only 3/3 because of him anyway. So yeah, no, I'm gonna... destroy him. Now my armor covers the damage from Kung Fu. Okay. He has 1 card, well, he's drawing cards, but he has fewer cards than me now. He no longer has something buffing his whole army. Hopefully I can start to get to my footing and come back. Ugh. Okay, so he's growing that guy, but The sword is annoying, but it's still going to be a little bit difficult for him to just get through my Ironbark Protector at this point. On the other hand, if he can get through my Ironbark Protector, there's not a lot left. Now, I could play the Direwolf and increase its power, but I think I'm going to use the Kung Fu to just reduce the size of his army, just in case. Unless the card in his hand helps. Well, okay, if he plays the card in his hand, that would make this guy a 4/4. Then he can use that and the sword and kill it. On the plus side, he's taking some serious damage from that. And losing his big threat. On the minus side, I don't have much of a hand anymore. I need to draw another Ironbark Protector. Remember, like, there were only 13 cards left, and 2 of them were Ironbark Protectors, so my chances were not that bad of top-decking it. I'm just saying. Here's the demoralizing play. And now, he doesn't have the sword. I could Kung Fu that again, but I'm actually taking damage from that, which I don't want to do, because there are some Paladin direct damage cards. So, no, I'm going to play the Direwolf Alpha.
Job's done.
And hopefully I can start taking this back. Wow, did he get a lot of true silver champions. You know, I'm okay with this turn of events, right? He's brought himself down to my level and used up a lot of, like, true silver champions and stuff to do it. Could be worse. If I drew my other... Yeah, okay. Close enough. You know what? This is fine. I'm not complaining. If I drew my other Ironbark, it would have been funnier, but... Funny is not the same thing as game winning. So, we're playing you for sure. I don't want to mess it up somehow. And I'm pretty sure we're playing him and Kung Fu as well. It's just a question of what to do with them. I think I want to kill this guy off. Yeah. So, he only does 1 damage back, so I can do that and that. And this is much better than killing off the token, because that guy's going to keep working for him. It's getting tight. I mean, if he gets a large direct damage card, he could kill me. Can he kill me now? He's so close to being able to kill me through that. Because he can hit me for 4 with the sword. He's going to save it and... No, he's not. Okay. Oh, he's killing a creature. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yes! Again, we're running out of cards to not draw him, but I'm still very happy about that. Listen, buddy, you got the 3 swords, or 4, whatever it was now. I get some stuff, too. I'm gonna go with the Kung Fu here. I'm going to kill that. And hit you for 2. And I hope he doesn't get a silence or something. He's got to be running out of ways to kill this thing.
Follow the rules.
Okay, that'll help him a lot. That sucks.
Reporting for duty.
Now matters are worse. Oh! Hello, Savage Roar. Well, I'm going to play you because I'm playing my whole hand this turn anyway. Savage Roar. Kung Fu. He's got 7 hit points. He's dead. With that personal touch. Alright. Fatness for the win. It was looking rough there, but I had some confidence it was going to come back. Most of the cards that were left in my deck were still, like, fat creatures and stuff, so... I still had a Gurubashi Berserker coming, Silverhand Knight, my own Argent Commander. I don't think I'd had my Defenders of Argus, or my Defender of Argus that game. Senjin Shieldmaster. I had a lot of stuff coming that would have helped a lot against his forces. first Ironbark was in my hand. Drawing the second one right away was very good, though. Okay, we're 8-1. We're going to find out next video if I can win the series. Next time.
Show some love to the like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and Scrolls Judgment videos.